Hi everyone! So it's time to find out what book I'm going to be reading next, but first I've got some books to add to the jar of randomness. So a couple of weeks ago I did, when I did my updated War and Peace video, I also explained how I bought a couple of books and I added them to the jar. And the other day, actually yesterday, I kind of went on a bit of a book splurge at Waterstones, in that I went to, the sequence of events was, I went to see Trainspotting 2, which is awesome. Absolutely adored it. I'd seen Trainspotting because it is iconic, as my sister puts. It's absolutely amazing. I watched it when I was about 18, 19. I haven't watched it since. I watched it on Friday night and absolutely loved it. I also rewatched Filth, which is absolutely amazing, and I went and watched Trainspotting 2, couldn't get any of them out of my head, and my sister, the author of Trainspotting and such, Evan Welsh, my sister has really got into the writing of it. She said, you have to read this book. So because I I was kind of like obsessively thinking of Trainspotting 2, Filth, and I've also today bought the soundtracks to both Trainspotting and Trainspotting 2. I was like, okay, I really need to read this book. So I went to Waterstones and I got 5 of his books. So added to the jar of randomness, the fiction one, are Trainspotting 2, which when it originally came out, it was under the name Porno, but because of the film is called T2 Trainspotting, they brought it out as T2 Trainspotting 2, whichever. Then we've got Skag Boys, which is the prequel to Trainspotting. Then Filth. And then finally, to fulfill a book offer that was on, his latest book, which is a separate one, which is called A Decent Ride. So all of them have been added to my fictional jar of randomness, which I have right here. And now I'm going to choose at random the book I'm going to be reading next. So I'm just going to give it a shake, and then I'm going to choose one at random. Hang on. It's got a different opening than my last jar. Oh gosh, there we go. Right, I'm going to choose one at random. Oh, let's go for this one that's caught around my finger. Okay. So next book I'm going to be reading is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins. This is one that I haven't read. This is one my sister picked up the book. I think it was probably a couple of months or maybe a bit longer that before the film came out. She said, you really got to read this, but because I was doing the book challenge, I wasn't able to be able to read the book. I saw the film though, and I did quiz my sister about the book after seeing the film. Literally, I got out of the cinema and rang my sister straight away, and I was like, explain this thing to me, sort of thing, because I wasn't quite sure if the film explained it well enough, a certain aspect. Anyway. And yeah, so I haven't read this book, but I'm going to now. So the next book I'm going to be reading is The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, and I will be back when I have finished reading it and let you know what I think of it. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye!